Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to be working with sketch number 9 from the one-page Sketches for 6x6 Paper Pads class with Allison Davis from Scrapbook Generation. Okay, so for today's sketch, I am going to be working again with this Oliver paper pad from Basic Gray. I'm going to use up this paper pad until there's nothing left of it, I think. So that is my plan. And I can't show you the sketch, I guess, because it's paid content, but I will link the sketchbook below. The class is, of course, closed for registration and it's running live, but I will link the sketchbook below. You can purchase that if you so choose to. I'm just going to set this out of the way. So in Allison's sketch, she had a block of 1x1 paper squares of all different patterns, and I love seeing what other people come up with, and they have come up with some amazing stuff. But I decided instead of squares, I was going to do circles just because I had already had these circles punched for another layout, and I wanted to get them on a layout instead of tossing them in the trash. So I think I only had to punch 2 more or something like that, 2 or 3 more circles to fill up this the same amount of space that Allison had blocked off. And actually, I think mine is taller than her space. And maybe a little bit wider. So she had a 4x6 photo in here, and I put 2 3x4 photos. These are all 1-inch squares on hers, and mine are 1 1/4 inch punched circles. And then she had butterflies. I have, and I think in her actual layout, maybe it was stars or something, but I put hearts. And so I just popped up those little hearts, punched them out, popped them up. And I thought they fit pretty well into my little circles. And then I used the stripe strip technique where you splice together 2 1/4 inch strips of striped paper together to make a border, because you can't see where the one paper ends and one begins because of the stripes. And then she also had 2x2 photos along here, but I didn't have 2x2 photos to go with this layout, so I just put in kind of like a cluster base here, and this is where my title and stuff will go. Okay, and as you can see, I had a something glued down here, but I changed my mind. I was going to put another heart here, but I pulled it up and the glue stayed behind, but that's okay. It's going to get covered up with something else. So let's get that adhered down. Oh, and for my background, I just used, I think this sheet was out of a paper pad at some point. Like, I think a super cheap, oh, my glue's not sticking. A super cheap Michael's pad. Not the Craft Smart ones that are like good quality paper, but I think it was a Recollections one because the paper was super thin. I backed it onto a sheet of white, plain white cardstock to give it a little bit of strength. And I actually just used like a thin cardstock, but it just gave it a little bit more strength to hold my layout. And I just inked around all the edges with Hickory Smoke Distress ink. And I'm going to grab my T-square to help make sure this is straight. Here we go. I'm going to put it a little to the left. Allison has hers to the left as well. There we go. And then just centered. So there's that. So I did all of that off camera because I thought it would be fussy. And I did mount, like, she doesn't have like a sheet behind as far as I know. She just has the squares right onto her paper. But because I was doing circles, I wanted to know, like, I wanted something to contain them. And I wanted it to be a little bit different from my background. So I used actually a scrap of paper from my scrap bin. That's just turquoise, kind of matte, a lighter version of the turquoise in here that just kind of matched with the colors. So, and this here is just one of the shapes from, it's a journaling block from this little, Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. Oops. From this little, from the same collection. And this is just, it says die cut shapes pieces. And it just had a bunch of journaling things. And so it's this one. And I just cut it in half sideways and then turned it. And yeah. So don't discard it just because it's a journaling square. It can be a lot of different things, right? So I am going to get my title down first, I think. Or not my title, my journaling down first. So another one of these for the journaling. I took this one and I ran it through my computer printer and just did a little bit of journaling on it, and I stamped the date on there as well. And then I'm using that chipboard as dimensional adhesive for my photos, or for my elements, not for my photos. This is a journaling element. And that's where I'm going to just cover up that, where I had that heart and I lifted it up. Okay. Then I am going to grab, where is it? In the bottom, of course. This little piece is going to go as an embellishment here, but I want it, I'm not going to like glue it down yet because I want to see where I want my title exactly. So I am still working on the same product focus as I was in July or in June, because I don't have a ton of time to scrapbook in July anyways. So I'm kind of sticking with all the same things, and also I didn't feel like I was finished this project yet. So I just used some more of these Happy Life stickers in blue, and I had most of what I needed actually. I didn't have an S, so this was an 8, and I just cut some bits out of it to make it an S. I only had one O, so this O used to be a Q, and I just cut the tail off of it. What else? Oh, and I didn't have any E's, so this E was an F, and this little bottom bit was a Z, piece of a Z that I just snipped off. And yeah. And then I went to the white version for the word little, which I have a lot more of the white, but I did change the F into an E for that one as well. I'm all out of E's apparently in that too. So I feel like, can we still see the letters, or is it too dark? Curious little monkey. Yeah, so I might start with monkey and then move my way up, and then I'll know where this is gonna go. I think that's the direction I'm gonna go. So when I had knew I wanted a little bit of a longer title, so that I love these letters for that. They're so small, and but because they're thickers too, they stand out. And also the navy, like I don't know about other boy moms, but I feel like navy is like my other neutral. And I think I'm just gonna move this over just a bit, just to overlap a little bit, so that if there was a little leprechaun bouncing around my page, he wouldn't fall, right? Everything's connected. Just a little bit of overlapping makes everything look so much more cohesive. So what's everybody been up to this summer? I have traveled a little. I went out to Ontario for a week and visited with my grandkids and my son. It was lovely. It rained most of the time, but it was a nice relief from the heat actually. And then we've had all kinds of appointments and that sort of thing. Just been keeping busy around here. We are planning another trip out there, but it'll be the whole family this time. So that's exciting. That's coming up soon too. We're going to go check out Niagara Falls, and who knows what else we'll get up to. Should be good. I I think it will probably be the last time our whole family travels anywhere together. It's getting too complicated to coordinate everybody's work schedule. So mine is really flexible because in the summertime I just work one job and it's a casual position, so I can just say I'm not available. But my boys are young, and so when you're young and in your 20s, it's super hard to get time off, you know, and to have that freedom to say, hey, I need a whole week, or my family's doing this. It's just a little bit harder. So, and then to get the girlfriends to come along, that's 2 more work schedules we need to coordinate with. So it's been a little bit complicated, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be worth it in the end, right? Here we go. Man, a little bit shaky today. Had food and everything. Wonder what that's about. I just love this little collection. I'm going to be sad when it's all gone. It's almost all used up. I think I can get at least 1 more layout out of it, maybe 2. We will see how far it goes. I do love these sketches for showing how to use smaller bits of paper, because it's good for like these 6x6 paper pads, but also really good for sketches too. Or not sketches, scraps. Of course they're sketches. Jeepers. Words are hard. Okay, so I'm going to put this little heart in here as well, but I'm going to pop it up on some foam. Let me see what I got. I think I just have a little bit here. A little bit of this fun foam. Just a little snippet of it that was just sticking to my little bucket where I put my embellishments when I'm working on a layout. The things that I want to add go in this little pink bucket to my left, and it's just a dollar store plastic little thingy. So I'm going to put that there to fill in that empty spot. And I don't like the way this S is looking. I just need to straighten it out a little. How's that? Better? All right, so my curious little monkey. And then I have this train bit that I think is going to just go here as well. Do I want it pulled away? No, I want it to overlap. Okay, and this also has that chipboard leftovers on the back to use as dimensional adhesive. And okay, so there's that. And then I picked these little word phrase stickers that I wanted to add. This one says remember this, so I think I'm just gonna stick that one here. And this one says stay curious, and I think I'm gonna put it over top this where it says choo-choo crossing. Maybe I don't like that. Okay, we can put it up here. That's good. We'll keep choo-choo crossing. It's cute. All right, now done with that little piece. Now I have a couple more of these hearts, and I think I want another red one on this side, maybe here, and then a blue one here. So this one already has some dimensional adhesive on it, but it got kind of torn off when it was the one I had here that I pulled off the page. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. Actually, I'll just stick this one to this because that's about the right amount. And then let's see, what else do I have? Just a little bit of this. There we go. Okay, so here, a little bit of glue on there. There we go. And we'll put my red one here with remember this. Stick that there. Don't quite want it nestled all the way in, but that's cute how it goes together like that. I like that. And then this one, see, it's not wanting to stick. Okay, well, let's get some tacky glue on there. It's too tilted. There we go. There. Okay. So I think that's that. Shift it under there, and I just have to get the lid back on this because it'll dry up if I don't. And then for sprinkles, all I got is some enamel dots. So I grabbed this set in this together from Close to My Heart, and I'm just gonna use the last 3 navy ones on that one, and then I got some red ones from Doodlebug and some turquoise from Your Next Stamp, and I'm just going to make a few little clusters here while we talk about what's new coming up on my channel. So I just did a little mini series about photo organization, and I hope that some of you enjoyed it. I know that's not something everybody's interested in learning about, but I just wanted to share how I did it and hope maybe even to inspire a couple of people to get started, even if you just, you know, work on what you already got going. Probably a good place to start. And then I have a series coming up on how I use my Cricut to embellish layouts, which I think should be fun. I have a whole album planned actually using my Cricut primarily for titling and embellishing. So I did a practice layout the other day to see, just to remind myself how that goes and see how I wanted to do it, thinking of recording, and I think I have some good ideas, so it should be fun. So those are some things you can look forward to, and this week I'm hoping to get caught up on this. This is week 9 and the rest of the class is on week 11, so I'm hoping to get week 10 and 11 up for you guys this week as well. I haven't started any of them, but hopefully we can get a good handle on that. So I think I'm finished. I have my class focus of my 6x6 paper pads class. I'm behind, so I'm catching up. My project of April 2019 photos for Quentin's first album, and my product focus of using some alphas that need to get use it or lose it kind of ordeal. And it looks like my M is falling. Let me fix him. Don't fall. And then I have title here, photos, journaling, and a date. So we are good to go. That's it for this layout. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click that like button to give me a thumbs up. Hit the show more button under the video description if you'd like to find links to Allison and her sketchbook, as well as her Facebook page and her blog. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber. Just click the subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when a new video goes up. Have a great day, everyone.